folks at home. I am Jack Downey, and I am here with Christopher Steele, who is representing Soul Power. So how are you feeling with this award in your hand?
Feeling great. Been a big fan of Soul Power for many years, and I've finally been added to the team of DJs.
I'm looking at these pins on your jacket. They're very cool. Respect for the Bart Misfits pin. If you can play one song at an event as a DJ, what are you choosing to play and why?
I'm going to say Shout to the Top by the Style Council, because it's really just speaks to my soul. Speaks to my soul. Yeah.
Very underrated. You gotta love Paul Weller. If you could get one more pin for your jacket, what are you getting? What are you adding to your ranks here?
So actually, I did get a pin Friday night here. It's Ted Leo and the Pharmacists. So when I get a second, it's going on the jacket. Got a spot right there. Incredible.
Well, hopefully we see you next year with your new pin. All right, I am here now with Lisa Kay from the Winehouse Project. How you doing tonight, Lisa?
Good, I'm excellent, thank you.
Glad to hear it. So I can make an assumption on who the Winehouse Project is dedicated to. With that in mind, do you feel like Frank is an underrated debut album?
Absolutely. Frank is one of the best albums of all time, and it really shows Amy in the early days and where she comes from with the R&B and jazz roots. Yeah, if you haven't heard Frank, go listen to it. Do yourself a favor.
In the years that have followed Amy Winehouse's rise to stardom, who would you say has come the closest to capturing her unmatchable vibe?
Ray.
Who is Ray?
Ray is a girl from South London. No, Amy was from North London. And she just sang on the Grammys. If you haven't seen her, it's spelled R-A-Y-E. And she doesn't sing exactly the same style of Amy, but the vibe is instantly there. Please listen to Ray if you haven't heard her as well.
The Amy Winehouse biopic just came out recently. It caused a lot of controversy, but as someone in a Winehouse tribute band, what are your opinions on it?
It was a giant piece of shit. They didn't do her any justice. They made a bunch of stuff up. They jumped all over with the storyline. It should have been called Back to Blake instead of Back to Black, because it just made her look like you know, all her life was ruled by love, which it was, but they just really overdid it with making him look like a hero, and they didn't give her enough credit and show her early days and her roots and really where she came from in musical school and all the other stuff like that. I wish they would have showed more of that and picked a better actress. No offense.
Well, in a world where an unflattering Amy Winehouse biopic exists, it's good to know that the Winehouse Project is keeping it real and paying respects to a true innovator. I'm here now with Steve Smith of Steve Smith and the Nakeds. So I wanted to break to you some exciting news. There's no award for this, unfortunately, but it appears that Steve Smith and the Nakeds got more votes tonight than any other winner for any award.
Possible.
You guys, it's enduring popularity. What can I say?
Thank you so much. That's great news. Yeah, it is good news.
I was told that Steve Smith and the Nakeds are mentioned or are featured in an episode of Family Guy. Is that true?
Oh yeah, my brother Danny is one of the writers of Family Guy. Yeah, we were on a 6-season DVD of Family Guy. One of our songs was put on there, so it's really cool.
Which song for anyone who might be interested in listening?
I'm Huge, and the Babes Go Wild.
So, do you guys have any new music on the way?
Yes, absolutely, we do. We just released a new song called Don't Call Us, We'll Call You, and it's on Apple, Spotify, and all of them.
Do you guys intend on playing any shows in the coming summer, in the coming year? What's on the calendar for Steve Smith?
We have a whole summer booked. A lot of different places, especially the Ocean Mist, the Woonsocket Musical Festival in Woonsocket. There's a bunch of them out there. The Rathskeller in Charleston, St. Anthony's Feast in North Providence, and we'll be out all summer long. Catch it all on thenakeds.com, our website.
Nakeds.com. Go catch Steve Smith and the Nakeds sometime this summer. Steve, it was a pleasure interviewing tonight, and congrats on your award and the number of votes.
Thank you.
I'm here now with Neil Vitullo of Neil and the Vipers. How do you feel as a blues performer in the modern age? Is it possible to keep blues vibrant and relevant?
I think so. If you're honest, it'll translate. I mean, I'm still working all the time. Last year I did 180 shows.
So blues is a genre that has a lot of lore behind it. What would you say is one of the biggest misconceptions about the genre or about an artist in the genre?
That it's a down music. It's not. It's about how you feel. It's a happy music to me. As Muddy Waters said, blues had a baby and they called it rock and roll.
Damn right. Who would you say is your favorite modern blues artist currently?
I'd have to say Eric Gales. He's a great player, great artist.
All right, I am here with David Lee Black and Ike D of the Providence Drum Troupe, if you could not tell by the uniforms. How are you guys doing tonight?
Awesome. What uniforms?
Doing wonderful.
Question for Ike first. So I know that you are a quite prolific singer-songwriter in the Providence music scene as well. How do you divide your time between playing an acoustic guitar and being part of a drum troupe? How do the two personalities collide?
It's basically like two different sides, a little two-faced. I get to be my eccentric self with the drum troupe and my mellow self when I do my singer-songwriter stuff.
That's great. Do you have any projects that people should know about that are a bit more mellowed out?
Yeah, sure. I do photography and sculpture, and kind of a full-time artist thing. We have a grand gallery at the Clubhouse Gallery right next to Gather Glass on Atwells Avenue, and that's also the home of the Providence Drum Troupe.
How do you come up with what you wear? What goes into the thought process? I'm assuming it's something along the lines of just be as wild as humanly possible, but is there a method to the madness?
It starts with black and bling. So we figured when we started the project, every musician has black, but then we just go to Savers and add some bling, and people get as creative as they want to. There's no such thing as being too extra.
Bigger is better. Yeah. Be loud, be proud.
Do you have anything coming up in the near future?
Yeah, we have a robust 2025 calendar season with every Tuesday at the Providence Pedestrian Bridge from 6:30 to 8:30 for a sunset celebration. It's free to the public for kids at heart to come out. It's interactive. It's a lot of fun.
Well, thank you very much for being here tonight, guys. Congratulations on your win.